So now we only have to take care of Carl. And we got another 2,500 experience points. So a ton of experience. See if I can trade the dynamite from him. Then we could blow up the blockage in the outhouse. Yeah, I don't want you. Maybe I should return to the boy. Yeah, I don't really care that much. Something that's worth 10. Offer. Not really a good trade, actually. So, yeah, we got the perk. I think this is another perk. Adrenaline rush plus, yeah, not good enough. Awareness would probably be okay, but we should have taken it immediately. Just because you see the weapons and exact hit points, so it allows you to pick targets much better. I still think it won't be that useful. But the first perks you can choose never really are. Punch damage, move, range damage. The amount of damage is simply too low for me to care. It's not a bad thing. You can probably get decent damage out of them to use, and it's a low level perk, so if you're gonna take it immediately, not later. You got much better options to choose from. More, yeah, doesn't seem to be anything really interesting. Maybe another. I'm a bit reluctant to take another toughness. We'll see if there's something more. Yeah, Stonewall might be an option. You're much less likely to be knocked down in combat because getting up is wastes our action points, and if we're in melee, we do quite often get knocked down. I don't think it's again. I don't think it's a must-have thing, but none of these perks we can choose from really are. They're basically like the Kama Sutra Mensers. When it comes to pleasing sexually, you wrote the book. So you can probably achieve things. This would be a much better option if you would take a person who's very comfortable socially and doesn't mind using all the options available to manipulate things and get what he wants. But our character isn't really like that. And he's terrible in anything social. You are quick to recovering from being knocked down, but it will still cost you points. So we really, I'm not going to choose now, and that's just because I don't really know what to pick. None of them are bad, but I don't really want or need any of them either. I'm going to choose soon, but not now. 1 point in there. I think I'll raise throwing to 100 first, because we really could use the grenades. Can I raise to 102? Yes, but I'll take doctoring first. I'll try to raise it up quite a bit too. Again, it's a protection against crippled limbs, and more importantly, we get to use it in the actual role-playing manner from time to time. So now we'll go to Den to get Carl. So we get finished up this. Okay. Old man, you will come with us. Leave us alone. I will never support the cause of your superiors. I will not ask you again. Come now, or you'll be made an example of. I would rather that the knowledge I have disappear with me into the grave. So be it. This is none of your affair. Turn around and walk away. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Power armored and a power armored giant. Not going to go against them in a leather armor and a brass knuckles. You seem to find some people in the wrong place at the wrong time. Yep. And we're just gonna move along. Pretend we never saw anything. Some highwaymen. Yeah, we still lack the weapons to tackle these. The spike knuckles, I think, would do it. It's a significant damage boost, and the most important, the minimum damage is a bit larger. So we're guaranteed to do some decent damage with all strikes. A critical strike can even be lethal at that point. So we'll talk to Carl, get him to go back home, and then go blow up the altars. And I think that's all the... well, maybe not. I'm interested in buying grenades. So then we could take the Brahmin job. But I don't think I want to spend money on that, so it's a bit tricky. Even if we had a firearm, anything with burst mode, that would pretty much do the same thing. But we can't use them. You mean I can go home, no more ghosts? Carl breaks down and cries. Boy, nothing like seeing a grown man cry. Thank you, I can finally go home. Okay, 500 experience. This is shaping out. There aren't any real weapon shops here. So we'll continue on the Modoc. We'll then proceed to Vault City after blowing up the altars. We could try to break into the hen house of the Rose's bed and breakfast, but I can't see a way of doing that without causing a huge deal of trouble. And I can't remove the stones blocking the entrance anyway. It says I don't have enough strength. So again, maybe later, but no, I didn't say. I'm just seeing if he gives us something extra for talking to Carl. Nope. We'll just have to go to the John and down to John and blow it up. I think this is the fastest way to get there. The big problem for us is that our skill at not now. Traps is terrible, so the explosion will happen much sooner than we want it to happen. So I'm going to put it to as high as it can go. There's really no reason not to. Okay, you made it out out of the hole just in time for the explosion to go off behind you, sending you flying through the air. Okay, now there's a hole in the ground and crap all over the place. .500 experience. We're pretty close to gaining another level. I have to think about choosing an actual perk soon though.